So which was it, electrocution or slit wrists?
The razor. It was only supposed to be the razor. That's what the voices told me. The music was just something to focus on until I bled out.
So the radio was just an accident?
I started the cut. The warm water made my skin so soft, but I couldn't go through with it. The radio slipped off the edge when I was getting out. And I didn't want to die. It was the voices in my head that wanted me dead.
I'm sorry, kid.
Shh. You hear that? Silence.
This is by far the worst birthday party ever. What do you mean? We got brews, TV, what do you want? I don't know. Party, maybe?
Well, we could drive to Boston.
Drive to Boston?
What's the use of a party if you have to plan it? That's like work. Why can't adventures happen without going outside?
You know, I'd be fine just watching a video. My party doesn't mean that I should do all the work.
Not to mention gas prices these days.
Yeah, it's out of control.
Don't waste any gas sitting here. That's a good point. Very good point. Yeah, it's only my birthday for a few hours.
Hey, it's you. You're famous. Check out the TV.
I'm good, thanks.
Okay, folks. I need you to keep your distance from the scene here.
What
I'm
happened
afraid
up
that's
here?
still under
Guy got
investigation.
thrown out of the window. We're still looking at the details.
Thrown out of a...
God, why can't I think of anything original to ask? Why doesn't this guy answer Jill? She's got good questions.
I should make sure I stay with these people when I go. Don't want to be outside alone now. God, why don't they just tell us? What are they afraid of? That we'll be afraid of a killer? I'm afraid already.
This isn't a party. This is a murder investigation. Why does everyone need the gory details?
Jeez, just tell them what happened. They'll find out soon enough. Wish Scott would loosen up.
Broyles, you seen that little girl that lives here? If she turns up, you come find me. Got it?
Damn it. One Long gave me that gun. What was the killer doing here in the first place? What did I miss?
Find these tenants, if they're still alive. Man, we gotta find these tenants, if they're still alive.
I don't know how this will end. The killer is an enigma to the police and a lurking shadow in my own life. If only I can keep Joy from harm, I would do anything, even push her away, if it meant pushing her to safety.
to finish investigating before I go somewhere else.
gotta find these tenants, if they're still alive.
God, why can't I think of anything original to ask?
I should make sure I stay with these people when I go. God, why don't they just tell us?
Turn around. You're under arrest. So that's what I walked in on. Was he after the girl? Where'd she go?
We gotta find these tenants, if they're still alive. Should get this photo to Rex for that Amber Alert.
Father, do you have anywhere that I could stay just for a little
Oh,
bit?
of course, dear. The church is always here to help.
Out the window. Gunned me down in the street, and you didn't even check for witnesses? Like you're untouchable. That girl is my only lead. I need to find her.
Place your bets and hope your luck improves.
It ain't about luck, Everine.
You got that? You might want to looking at your sorry track record.
Well, there's always some element of chance.
Maybe you'll teach us some tricks, huh?
Then I couldn't keep. All right. Pull up your panties, gentlemen, and throw in some chips, Nate.
Honey, they can probably hear you talking through the ceiling.
I hope they do. Every time we visit Jennifer.
I'm sure you saw the whole special. Always looking out boyfriends like she changes sweaters. I think we've got enough nightmares to last us a while.
Don't talk about that. Don't ever talk about that.
I'm happy to stop talking. I'm trying to watch a show, you know.
Girl went missing on the heels of a string of mysterious murders and disappearances.
I still remember seeing the ad for the Regal Apartments in the paper. It's easy for people to look at it and see a dingy, run-down shithole. But me? I saw a place with history and character. I saw a place full of artistic inspiration. Before I knew it, I was the official tenant of Apartment 3A. Looking back on it, I wish I had never even unpacked. My new apartment turned out to have more character than I had anticipated. The carpets were occasionally soggy, the pipes were rusty, and I could hear the tenant below me banging against the walls and screaming at the top of his lungs. Sure, there were other problems with the place, but they just added to its charm. They were things I could live with. What I couldn't live with was showering in brown water, mysterious leaks molding the carpet, and obnoxious neighbors. I called the plumber, who arrived just as I was about to have a word with the people downstairs. When I showed him the wet spots on the carpet, he scratched his head and explained that nothing was leaking, and that the reason for the wet spots was most likely due to me spilling something and not realizing it. Did this guy take me for an idiot? I never spilled a thing. He apologized and said that without a leak, there's nothing he could do, so he moved on to the shower. Thankfully, the water had no trouble turning brown. He thought it could be an issue with a rusty boiler and went to check it out. I took the opportunity to address the tenants below. I knocked on the door, but no one answered. In fact, I couldn't hear anything at all. I tried the door, expecting it to be locked, but it just swung open. I was shocked to find it completely empty. That's when wet footprints began to appear on the floor. They were headed right for me. Just then I could hear the plumber scream from the boiler room downstairs. By the time I ran down there, he was long gone, but he had discovered the source of the brown water. Packed into the old rusty boiler was a bloated, decomposing corpse. The police are still investigating the homicide, and the landlord has promised to renovate the boiler room. However, despite his efforts, 3A is back on the market, and I doubt I'll ever feel clean again.
I know it won't kill me, but I still hate heights.